It's been a fantastic year for theatre both in London and online. With 39 West End venues and 100s more across the capital, we really are spoilt for choice. I decided to sample as much of the best that theatre has to offer as possible. I visited 103 venues in the year, including some entirely new to me like the White Bear and Calder Bookshop Theatre. I enjoyed new plays and musicals, revivals, circus, children's shows, and cabaret of all descriptions. Music, opera, ballet, and dance, and the unclassifiable were all a joy to watch this year. I worked with a wide variety of PRs, producers, and performers this year, including both reviews and interviews. I would like to thank all of them for their time, energy, and professionalism. Putting yourself out there on a stage is something to be admired. Even with the shows that didn't really click with me this year, I want to pay tribute to the artists both in front of and behind the scenes who make a little bit of theater magic. I enjoyed festivals both indoor and outside this year, and was particularly pleased to be able to enjoy the next generation of performers with the British Youth Music Theatre and Lung Theatre. Online, I supported both the Edinburgh Fringe and the work of Frigid New York. I also continued to support work at the Space in Limehouse through their regular live streams. 2024 was a great year for solo and experimental work, especially on the Fringe. There's nothing to beat a one-person show, especially when you can watch from the front rows. Commercial tours to Wimbledon and Richmond brought the best shows onto the circuit, while the amateur theatre scene thrived with the work of the Questers in Ealing. Enjoy this video which highlights each and every show I was lucky enough to see this year. For shows where I was gifted tickets, you can find my reviews on my website, LouReviews, or on Broadway World and Northwest End. Theatre can only survive if we support, celebrate, and champion it. You can read about my 40 favorite shows over the next couple of days, plays at the Almeida, Camden Fringe, Wyndham's, Garrick, Jermyn Street, Questers, Riverside Studios, Soho, and Young Vic, musicals at Ambassadors, Gillian Lynn, London Palladium, Southwark Playhouse, The Other Palace, Wyndham's, Lyric, Union, and theatre at the Tabard. Also, solo shows as Baron's Court, Coach and Horses, Finborough, Camden Fringe, Crazy Cokes, Riverside Studios, Soho Place, King's Head, Camden People's Theatre, and Edinburgh Fringe, and Cabaret, Circus, or the Unclassifiable at Barbican Pit, New Diorama, Queen Elizabeth Hall, Crazy Cokes, Royal Court, and Peacock. Children's shows also had a great year, and I was able to visit the Half Moon for the first time. Sadly, we said goodbye to the Waterman's Centre in Brentford, but they continue an outdoor program in Bell Square in Hounslow. The Stage Door Theatre above the Prince of Wales pub in Drury Lane had a sparkling first season and continued their work at Waterloo East, while the Turbine closed its doors following several years of new musicals and LGBTQIA work. The new King's Head with a main house and studio space proved a hit, and London Transport Museum opened up its Cubic Theatre to showcase a play about the father of the underground map, Harry Beck. There were several birthdays to celebrate. British Youth Music Theatre reached 26 was 6, and Battersea Arts Centre offered a diverse season for its half-century. Thank you for watching, and do visit LouReviews.blog soon. We look forward to seeing you, and remember, we also cover films, TV, and books on both the website and across our social media.